Captain America, Steve Rogers, the poster boy for steroids. I mean, if you think about it, and I'm not knocking him. I'm not knocking him at all. Captain America's a guy. He's a scrawny nerd. They gave him, they call it super serum. We all know it's some Dana, probably got a little Winnie in there, you know, but they all know is he's gasses up and he becomes Captain America. No shame in that. Cap, you know, has always been a favorite of mine. I can't stress that enough. I love Captain America. He is a great character. He has a, in the kind of the 60s era, he had kind of a lame roster of villains, but most of these characters did. I mean, Daredevil's my favorite Marvel villain. He fought the Frogman, for God's sakes. But Captain America, my favorite run has always been the Ed Brubaker run. I mean, that, and if you're, familiar with that run, Captain America, the movies, especially the Winter Soldier, and some other aspects of it, are basically that version of Cap in Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Winter Soldier. That whole, the show, the movies, it's based on that run, which is, I mean, it's iconic. It's a great run. It's one of the best runs in history. One of the most important runs in history, now collected in omnibus form, is the Captain America by Mark Gruenwald. Now, this is a run. And what makes it a good run is Gruenwald was on this thing. Over 10 years he wrote Captain America. That's a long time to create a universe, work with the shared universe, make new characters, make introductions. You know, he's introducing serial killers and stuff. Still in that still 60s, late 60s. Still a little corny, but I like it. I like that era of books. I enjoy it. And like I said, most artists, you know, on average, 1 to 2 year run. A lot of guys get maybe like a 12-issue run or something like that. Some do longer. I'm not saying they don't. Some do shorter. But I'll give you a tip. Like everybody's like, oh, well, Todd McFarlane, Spawn. He don't do Spawn no more. He don't even do the covers sometimes. It's his character. But to get a guy to stay on, to run a gambit of stuff like that is Gambit Channing Tatum. Awesome. To give a run like that is unheard of. So let's put this under the Google Pixel phone microscope and let's take a look at it. So if I told you my favorite run of Captain America was the Gruenwald run, I would be lying. I am a huge fan of the more current, the Brubaker run, but this is definitely one of the most iconic runs in history. I mean, this is a 10-year plus run. And this is a big book, not a double dip in any sense. This is going to collect Captain America from 1968, issues 307 to 350. It's going to have annual number 8. It's going to have fanfare number 29. It's going to have Spider-Man 278, Iron Man number, well, that doesn't make sense, 228. This is all written weird. More Marvel Fanfare 25, and then 31 and 32. The back cover, once again, here you go. Not once again, I haven't showed it yet. This is all the covers from all the runs of the books you get. Mine is the normal edition. I don't have the Wolverine one. Here's the spine. Volume 1. This is going to collect it. I like the front cover because, you know, you get a lot of the Falcon, and I like the Daredevil, even though I don't remember Daredevil in any of the books I have him having horns like this. But let me take off the slip cover. I always like to slide it off because I never want, here again, look at my empty table. I never want to damage any of the books. And this, like I said, this is a great one. I like the white cover. You know, you get to see basically everything. I'm going to open it up. I'm still getting used to some of the camera work, so bear with me. Leave a comment. But I want to do it as spoiler-free as I possibly can. This was the kind of the run that Captain America, they introduce. You know, they're going to bring in the Flag Smasher, Madcap, the Serpent Society. Yeah, the Scourge, who's basically like a serial killer that's hunting down people. They take away Cap's shield. It's a really good run, and you can see this is true 60s, the way the artwork is done, which I am still a stickler for. I personally like this artwork sometimes more than the modern one. And Cap, in all honesty, before he got back in the day, so to speak, he did fight a lot of Well, here we go. The Armadillo. He did fight a lot of lame characters. You know, it wasn't just Hydra. You know, that iconic picture of him hitting Hitler, though, is still one of the best. This guy's a giant armadillo. Armadillo. Whatever, that's okay, because Cap can beat him because he's Cap. Cap's always been one of my favorite characters. And I love his covers. You know, Madcap is something they could still do with now. You'd have to make him, of course, a little more darker. And as you can see, what like always, and please tell me in the comments, that way I also know you're listening, is this something you'd like me to go over in more detail like I have with the Vampirella books? Or right now I'm just kind of trying to give through a real quick rundown, real brief, just kind of showing you some of the pages because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to read a book to you. I will tell you that this is a book to buy. I mean, if you like Captain America, this is a piece of history. All these Captain America Omnis are pieces of history because the original issues, some of them yes, some of them no, are going to run you a few bucks, you know, as I go here. You know, I mean, I got to love the nod to the Grateful Dead shirt. All just, it's very different. Like I said, though, Cap is not exactly known for his, back in the day, not known for his motley crew of, villains, so to speak. I like how they always kept the continuity. You know, you're reading the Daily Bugle because Cap was a hero. You know, there we've got the Fantastic Four, Torch, who was awesome in Wolverine, Deadpool. Let me move my beer. There's the Hulk. You know, the Hulk has never been one of my, with Hammer and Anvil, never been one of my favorite characters. I know that's sacrilege. You know, here's Overkill, and I do like the way Marvel does with their Omnis. They haven't done it with all of them, but the vast majority, they put the original cover. You know, if Cap can't stop the Scourge, every supervillain on the cover will die. You think he'd kind of want that, though, but justice is served, Muscle Beach, and that leads up to the Cap versus the Scourge. Spider-Man pops up. You know, I mean, the Marvel Wolverine in the classic brown and yellow. Marvel has always been the king of continuity. You know, everybody now that watches it is like, wow, look at all this continuity they have between the TV shows and the movies. They had it in the comics. Everything tied together. DC always did it too, then they just messed up. Here's a 321 is one of my favorite, because I have these originals. This is one of my most iconic covers for me, is Cap holding the Uzi. You know, Cap is just a character I've always liked. You know, the motorcycle. He's just cool. I didn't need to see these new films to like him. I've just always truly been a huge Captain America fan. He's one of my favorite comic characters of all time. I rank him 3. I am Daredevil is number 1, Frogman. Punisher is my number 2. I'm going by Marvel. All-time favorite is, of course, Batman. But, I mean, look at this. This is great art. And this is a lot. Now I'm taking huge dumps of pages here. This is, if you want to read it, and I'm not talking about like all these supplemental stuff, this is 1,275 pages of beautiful comic book. You know, and then here you go. His partners, the women in his life, the 6 Captain Americas. You know, the Red Skull Resurrection. There's a lot of stuff in here. The Marvel Age. It's got the original trivia quizzes printed in here. This is a great book. More on the back. Still think that's supposed to be Wolverine, although it's got a DD. But this is an amazing book. I would say get your hands on it. Marvel does do second prints, but sometimes it's a long wait in between. Go grab this. Get your hands on it. Let's go back for a few final words. I can't say enough good things about it. Well, I take a drink because we're professional. Anyway, it's a great run. It's a great book. Marvel, the king of the double dipping. Because, you know, and I'm a double dipper. I won't lie to you. But, you know, you buy like the Spider-Man Venom, Spider-Man Bailey, Amazing Spider-Man. You've double dipped some, but by the time everything comes out, you're going to double dip a lot. But they're still cool to have. This, you have not double dipped yet. So it's good to get. I don't know. Captain America has not really been being put out in runs. They're putting them out more by by your writers. Like I said, you got this one. Brubaker has 4 or 5 volumes. I can't remember. You've got the Kirby stuff. I mean, his seems to be kind of getting put out more so by the contributors, creators, as opposed to just straight issues 1 through. So this is definitely, if you're a Captain America fan, definitely pick it up. I can't recommend it enough. I want to thank everybody for watching. Like I said, when I had this under the Google microscope, leave some comments. Let me know. I'm learning too. I'm learning with you guys. I want to do it what you like. Let me know. And the one thing I like is being this is the hardcore reviews from the Hardcore Graveyard. Who knows? I might review a movie. Probably not, though, because I'm a streaming guy. Physical media is dead. Sorry, all you people. I'll review a comic. But maybe an Omni. Maybe a video game. Maybe a gun. There's been knife reviews. I can review whatever the hell I want. But I hope you like this comic review. Other things you'd like to see, please leave a comment. Let me know. I would really like you to like and subscribe. Get some support going so I can get more of this stuff. But once again, that is the Captain America Omni. Pick it up today.